Ladies and gentlemen, Punxsutawney Phil!
Barclay Square is really the center of a lot of our activities on Groundhog Day. Very family oriented. The children just love it.
We have the dog show. People from the area bring their dogs. It is a nice affair.
We also have a great chainsaw demonstration in Barclay Square where Wizard's Workshop does groundhog sculptures and lots of other fantastic wood carvings.
We're at the Weather Discovery Center here in Punxsutawney. Today we celebrated Little Mr. and Little Miss Groundhog.
During the year, the knob is always open and it's available for you to take pictures from the actual stage and the stump where Phil appears on February 2nd.
Right now we're at the Punxsutawney Groundhog Club headquarters. This is our office location and it also houses our historical memorabilia.
A few years ago, a fellow Inner Circle member and I came up with the idea to do a members only reception. The Inner Circle sponsors it. We hold it now at the Eagles Club.
The Groundhog Banquet is traditionally held, I think it's the night before Groundhog Day.
Darling, now's the time to exercise some understanding from the center of the universe. Groundhog! Groundhog! Alright, I'll let that one pass. Start by taking all. We're proud to introduce our president, Bill DEELEY. Lucky charms again. Oh, I got a feeling now's the time. But I feel.
We had a couple of our Groundhog Club Inner Circle members who broke out into song.
There's a reason folks turn on their tubes to get the weather from a girl with nice hair, and she's a pleaser. I could sit and watch it weather for hours. So CAFAGNO, tell us what should we do? Put on our sunscreen or our winter shoes that change in seasons.
This year, the night before the actual Groundhog function, we had the Groundhog Ball. We had it at the Elks Club in Punxsutawney. It was a spectacular affair. The most fun I had other than the Groundhog Day itself.
The Shadow Summit is basically something quite similar to the ball dropping in Times Square on New Year's Eve, and it marks the beginning of Groundhog Day. So there's lots of stuff going on, you know, in Punxsutawney leading up to Groundhog Day, and one of those things that the Groundhog Club sponsors is Dueling Pianos Act. There's family-oriented stuff, and this might be, you know, for the more like the 21 and older crowd. Lots of exciting stuff going on just to keep the enthusiasm level up.
Of course, check out the main event at Gobbler's Knob, where we have our stage show and the prognostication.
Please welcome back to the stage the Groundhog Day house band, the Beagle Brothers.
Well, it dances over here and it dances over there and it keeps on dancing everywhere, singing hey Owalina, hey Owalina, hey Owalina, hey Owalina, singing hey Owalina, what you now, yeah, what you got, Reed?
I love you with all my heart. Will you marry me?
She said yes! Can we give a big groundhog welcome to the Weather Channel, Jim Cantor and Jen CAFAGNO?
We have a stage show that leads up to the actual prognostication when Phil comes out and maybe sees his shadow and maybe doesn't. Kind of like a variety show. It's pretty fun. The crowd gets really involved.
You might know, but it keeps on singing that. Now you're singing, hey Punxsutawney, hey Punxsutawney, hey Punxsutawney, hey Punxsutawney, singing, hey Punxsutawney, what you now, yeah. Yeah, it sings to the hills and it sings to the rock, but it keeps on shaking that.
Phil, bring in the top hats.
You ready? Hey Paulina, singing, hey Owalina, what you now, yeah, one more.
Boys and girls from around the world, are you ready for 6 more weeks of winter or an early spring?
We gotta wake Phil up by calling his name. Phil! 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 Ladies and gentlemen, Punxsutawney Phil!
And who is the heat-clad harbinger?
People come from all over the world just to see this groundhog, and it's something that you grow up hearing in grade school and elementary school, and then you go to the knob and you're like, oh my gosh, there's 30,000 people there.
This is my first time here, and I will come back every year because Phil, he's touched my heart. It's on her bucket list. Yep, checking it off my bucket list.
Something to do, something, you get the winter blues, you want to get out and mingle and enjoy everyone's company.
We love Phil. We love Groundhog Day. Been celebrating it for many, many years.
The atmosphere is so friendly, so wonderful. I call it the biggest pep rally I've ever been to.
It's just uninhibited fun for like 3 to 6 hours, and then it's over. And you can kind of forget about all your problems. I'm always busy at work right now. I got a lot of stress there. I don't care right now because I'm doing this for 3 days, and it's a lot of fun.
And I lost it.
We drop a groundhog from a pole.
They raise it up.
They don't drop it.
I'm going to predict that I will be the first Inner Circle member from New York that doesn't live in Punxsutawney. That's going to happen in the next couple of years. I can feel it. They're going to reach out to me. I know they need me. I can feel it.